And final act of the night, Dean Routledge, everyone!
Fucking always a good start when you come on stage and the microphone stand is taller than you. Are we okay? Yeah. My name is Dean. I am fully aware that I do look like a weird mixture between Wayne Rooney and Danny DeVito. I've heard them all, by the way. I don't know what it is about being a 5 foot tall bald guy that people seem to think I have free range on offending you. I've heard so many times, hey mate, you look like fucking Darren Brown. Thanks. Max Branning off EastEnders after a mild car accident. Patrick Stewart. Any bald guy, basically. I've been told by a drunk guy who come up to me and said, do you know, mate, you know what you remind me of? And I went, what? And he said, you look like the result of what would happen, which is always a good start. You look like the result of what would happen if Dobby the house elf and Gollum off Lord of the Rings had a child. I like the fact that got a laugh before I even finished the fucking joke there, by the way. Nice one. Honestly, I'd be a rich guy if I had £1 for every time someone went, oh, which one of the 7 dwarfs are you? Joke's on them, because I was the 8th dwarf, molesty. I don't know I made such intense eye contact with you there either, mate, sorry. Everyone knows he doesn't want to have sex with a slightly disabled-looking Yoda. And sexy ones. No, sorry. Yeah, weed's a mad drug, innit? Someone at the back of the room had to stop skinning off there. Say weed. Oh. No, weed is the only drug that I know where 2 people can have a 45-minute conversation with each other, and at the end of the conversation realise that both of you are having a completely different fucking conversation. It happened a while ago. Went to Amsterdam with me mate. We're smoking weed for about 3 days. Stoned off our head, right? And I had a stone thought that popped into my head, hit absolutely 0 filters, and popped out my face. And I said, what do you reckon would be taller? A cat with giraffe legs, typical stone thought, or a giraffe with cat legs? What would be taller, right? And without a moment of hesitation, she went, well, it would be the cat, wouldn't it? The fuck did you come up with that? And she went, well, you see, the giraffe's legs are attached to its body, aren't they? So therefore, the cat would have the giraffe's legs. Exactly. All of you are giving me the same look that I gave her, like the same look that you give someone if they broke into your house and took a shit in your bathwater while you were in it, right? And I went, right, run this by me again. She went, well, the cat's legs. The giraffe's legs are attached to the cat's body, so therefore, you know. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, all you're doing is you're swapping the cat's legs with the giraffe legs and, you know, swapping them around. And she went, yeah, it'd definitely be the cat. 45 bastard minutes this conversation went on for. Until I went over to the guy on the desk and I was like, mate, give me a piece of paper and a fucking pen now because I need to draw a cat with giraffe legs. We never did figure out what would be taller. To figure out what you'd have to do is you'd have to figure out on average how tall a cat is, how tall a giraffe's legs are, add the neck in there if you want to get specific. Weed's a mad drug, innit? So I haven't been laid for a while. Shock horror, I know, ladies form an oddly queue. But like, I don't think it's anything to do with the fact that I look like Richard off Guess Who. How many people are going to be Googling Richard off Guess Who now? Or the fact that I can't save the bar to buy a girl a drink. It's got nothing to do with that. I think it's to do with the fact that sex has changed. Like, porn's so easily accessible nowadays that people have realised they're into some fucking weird shit, and I don't trust them. I'm the type of person, if I get any sex at all, I'm fucking ecstatic, right? It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I'm not complaining, right? But, like, people nowadays are into things like donkey punching. Do we? One person knows what a donkey punch is there. For the rest of you who don't know what a donkey punch is, a donkey punch is where you're doing someone from behind. Right up the fart box, right? It is, right in the stench trench, right? Just before you're about to finish, you punch him in the back of the head and the bumhole tightens up. And apparently, it's meant to feel amazing. Not that I've ever done it. Don't worry, Dad, it's our little secret. But that's weird to me. I think that's strange. So what I've done is I've gone on the internet and I've found some sexual acts that people have done and gave names to. Now, you tell me if you can trust any of them. For example, someone who comes up with a thing called a shildo. Have you ever heard of a shildo? It's where you take a shit into a plastic sandwich bag, freeze it, mold it into a tube, and then use it as a dildo. Don't have a fucking go at me. I didn't make it up. We've got a Mexican pancake. It's where you ejaculate on someone's face, spread it around like a face mask, wait for it to dry, then peel it off and make them eat it. It's meant to be good for your paws, though, so, you know. Don't knock it till you tried it. We've got an angry pirate. He's obviously heard of this one, so you jizz in someone's eye and then kick them in the shin so they go, "Arr," like a pirate. You should see my fucking internet history. It's horrendous. I'll leave you on this one. There's this one where someone's giving you a blowjob, and just as you finish, you tickle them. So hopefully they laugh, and the ejaculate comes out of their nose, and that is called a white dragon. I'm going to go and delete my internet history now. Thank you very much.
Dean Routledge, everyone!